Welcome to this week's edition of In the Saddle with Drover Sports. Our guest this week, Sam Shaddick. He's a junior defender with the men's soccer team. He is from Stirling, Scotland. And Sam, welcome to the program.
Thanks very much for having me.
All right, talk about, you've been in camp now for about a week, getting ready for the season.
Yep.
And I know we talked to Coach Hampton last week about the top ranking in the conference at number 20 in the nation. So that's got to have you guys feeling pretty good.
Yeah, obviously it's an exciting season for us. We've got a lot to build on after such a successful season last one, so we know what we have to do to maintain that, but the boys are ready to go and looking forward to it.
Now, had to be pretty miserable working out in those 100-degree temperatures, and of course you've been here for 3 years now, so you're kind of used to it, but certainly a lot different climate than Scotland.
Yeah, it's a big difference, you could say that, but you get used to it over the years and you just sort of... Coach lets us know that we have to adjust to it, and it's quite simple as that. You know, we have to get on with the game, and the game doesn't stop for us, so the weather won't change.
Talk about the workouts so far, and you've got some scrimmages coming up, and I know you guys are just kind of getting reacquainted, and the coach has been pretty tough on you.
Yeah, it's been a tough 2-3 weeks for us, that's for sure. A lot of running, he's been hard on us, but at the same time, we've got our feet in the ground and we know what we have to do to maintain and stay focused on the season ahead. So we've got a game tonight and a game on Friday as well, so this will be interesting to see, you know, just exactly where we're at for the season line ahead.
Well, let's talk about you personally a little bit and talk about growing up in Scotland and maybe the geography there and the landscape and whatnot. What's it like?
It's fantastic. I love Scotland. It'll always be home for me, that's for sure. As much as I like it out here, it's fantastic going home, seeing family, friends and all that you've not seen for a long time. I'm from Stirling, which is just in central Scotland, just in between Glasgow and Edinburgh, so it's a good location. Scotland's a lot different climate-wise than across here, so and the size of it is a big difference. You know, we can get anywhere within a couple of hours, where here it's a couple of hours to get out of the state, so that's a big difference. But no, it's always great going home.
And a pretty historical town. I mean, it's been around since, 1100 or something like that, and a beautiful castle there, and it's kind of interesting how people will just ignore some things in their own country, like we do here in America, of course, and you guys have the Stirling Castle. That's just no big deal, it's a castle.
Yeah, it's quite funny. You always take it for granted when you pass it every day and it's right on your doorstep. But it's, like I say, it's a beautiful country. We've got, you know, many castles, many monuments going about that you do take for granted, and it's not until you actually come out of the country for a good couple of months and you go back, then you appreciate, you know, just how lucky that you are, that it's right on your doorstep. For
those that have seen the movie Braveheart, they're William Wallace, the great freedom fighter for Scotland. Apparently there's a couple of big battles during that time.
Yep. Yeah, the biggest one was the Battle of Bannockburn, which was between Scotland and England, and that was Scotland fighting for their independence. So that was literally about 15 minutes away from my house, so it's good to know that, you know, Stirling was important and a successful battle for the Scottish.
All right, let's talk about life in America now. What were some of the biggest adjustments you had to make?
The heat, the climate was definitely a big one, getting used to the 100 degrees or so. Just the general lifestyle as well, coming away. Scotland's, you know, so centralised that we can literally walk and anywhere where we need vehicles here. So just getting used to that and getting used to being away from family, friends, and basically starting a new life for myself out here.
All right, what are some surprises you found when you got here?
Some of the surprises, I would have to say how quickly I settled in. I certainly am enjoying life across here. It's my own little story, you know, away from my family and friends. So it's you know, starting my own life out here, which I've really settled into, and the boys have been fantastic. So it's just that's just a great experience. I've just really enjoyed it.
What are your favourite things to do when you're not in class or playing soccer?
We like to do the usual. You know, we're Scottish, so we like to go out. We like to go to the cinema. We like to play golf with the boys. You know, that's a big thing as well. We have a good laugh with that. Just general relaxing and getting ready for the next day of practice, because we know it's going to be a tough one.
And you're a pretty good golfer, I guess, huh?
Yeah, not too bad. I used to play off a handicap of 12. So no, it was quite good. But I've sort of stopped now, sort of play for fun rather than an actual sport now. So.
And it's some pretty good golf courses in your neck of the woods out there, and actually got to attend an Open Championship a few years ago.
Yeah, we went. My dad actually got tickets for me and him to go to the Open at St Andrews that Tiger Woods won, and it was actually Jack Nicklaus's last major championship. So it was good to see that. I was actually there for that. So yeah, that's something I'll always remember.
All right, Sam, hey, appreciate your time. Good luck this season. Looking forward to the Drovers playing well here in 2010.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Sam Shaddick is our guest on this week's edition of In the Saddle with Drover Sports. Season will be starting next week for the men's and women's soccer programs. And don't forget, this weekend, it's Alumni Weekend for the Drover baseball and softball teams. Big golf tournament out at Riverbend Golf Club. And Alumni games Sunday at Bill Smith Ballpark. 1 o'clock is game time. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of In the Saddle with Drover Sports.